A city with an altered face. The Iranian capital Tehran preparing for the vote on Friday, and the heated atmosphere is everywhere. The people's normal commute to home and work has now become full of election banners, and not just that, but also rallies of supporters and campaigners. I started my journey from Tehran's northern Tahrir Square, where things were not that loud, but campaigners were passing out CDs and brochures about their candidate, and had opened their doors to talk to the people and make them decide on their candidate of choice. Most of the campaigns here were for presidential candidate Mohammad Bagher Ghalibaf with their white scarves.
Now we can truly feel the election mood, and there is much hype and energy everywhere ahead of the vote.
Then I drove down Valiyaz Street and the scene was getting more colorful. Here the supporters of Hassan Rouhani were brandishing their purple color. Lots of cars in the city have become moving billboards for candidates, as supporters are putting the posters of their candidate on their cars to show their support.
Everything has changed completely since last week. The city has a whole new face and everybody is in the election mood.
After this, I went all the way down to Baharistan Square, where supporters of presidential candidate Saeed Jalili were passing out flyers and were also showing their presence in the square, which is just about as near as it gets to Iran's parliament.
Last week there was not much happening, but in the past couple of days the election atmosphere has become very exciting.
In the center of Tehran, people rallied in the sidewalks and chanted slogans in support of their candidate. This is Tehran Central Valiyaz Square. We're seeing people campaigning for all their candidates in this square. Behind me there's people from Jalili, on the right of me there's people from Rouhani, and just before over there were people from Ghalibaf. So we're seeing everybody's campaigning here.
After these debates, enthusiasm for the vote was built among the people.
Here I asked people why all this and why so different compared to last week.
As far as I know, people began to weigh the candidates to decide on the country's fate after watching the debates on TV.
Some campaigners had started a rally mostly from their online supporters.
One of our online activities is a website for Dr. Ghalibaf supporters, on which we do many things such as posting his speeches, thus making a connection with his supporters across the country to arrange events like this one today.
As we get closer to the elections, the atmosphere normally heats up, and this is thanks to the activities of the candidates as well.
The election is just around the corner, and it's the people's right to campaign and vote for the person of their preference.
What is clear is that the closer we get to the vote, more are voicing freely their candidate of choice and showing their support for their future president. And as the time reached late night and into the early morning, the people continued their street rallies, but mostly in their cars. Reporting for Press TV in Tehran, Pedram Khaldadi.